Alright, we're going to be taking a look at Spider-Man Maximum Venom Ghost Spider. So here's what it looks like in the front of the packaging. Here's what we got on the sides. And we got a nice read-up on the back here. When the Venom symbiote attaches to Gwen Stacy, she gains extreme new powers as Ghost Spider. And I also want to say that the Ghost Spider comes with Venompool's torso and its nice katanas. The mantle of Spider-Woman is held by several women on Earth 616, most notably Jessica Drew, who had teamed up with Gwen previously. Inspired, Gwen begins to refer to herself as Ghost Spider during her time on 616, while maintaining a low profile whenever she returns to Earth 65. Alright, here is Ghost Spider out of the packaging, and first right out of the gate I want to say, it's a little hard to stand. It fell off its diorama as it's rotating quite a few times, so it was very tricky to make her stay and put. But I do enjoy the sculpt. If you are familiar with the comics, this will go into your Spider-Verse collection. So if you are a big Spider-Man collector, this is probably one you would want to get. If not, it's probably a pass, but to be honest, Venompool is such a great Build-A-Figure that I would say just buy this wave just because you're going to want this Build-A-Figure really badly, and I'm going to be reviewing that at the end of all these figures, so if you're new to the channel, please stick around because I'm going to be reviewing Venompool at the end of this, and you're not going to want to miss it. It's just a fantastic figure. The sculpting on this is quite nice. I do really like that its collar turns into almost like this nice tongue, and there's actually a glossy paint application to this, and you could actually make it hang on something, and you could almost display it in a way that she's like almost hanging like a spider off of this symbiote, and that's actually a really cool added touch. I do enjoy the paint applications. This is actually quite sharp, so if you're young or if you have any kids around, you don't want them to be touching this collar here and around its hoodie because it is very sharp and it could probably hurt. So because of this, you can't get its head moving much at all back and forth. You don't really get any swivel there or movement at all, so it's very limited in its articulation in that regard. But you do get really nice arm articulation. Its arm goes well above its shoulder, goes all the way down. It rotates right around the shoulder. You have a single jointed elbow, but you do have that nice rotation at the elbow. And it does have wrist joint movement that goes up and down, and it swivels back and forth. Its legs don't go out too far. Not as good as Miles Morales' articulation there, but you do get a nice thigh swivel, double jointed knees that go all the way out like that, and you do have a nice calf cut right here, so it rotates right around there, and its ankle goes down, up, and it has a beautiful ankle pivot that Hasbro loves. And you don't get too much movement here. I feel like the vest actually gets in the way of articulation here, but you still can get a bit of movement. It's a bit tight on that joint. It doesn't really move back and forth at all, but it just kind of swivels. You don't even really get much back and forth movement, so very limited in that regard. This is one of the more disappointing figures in the wave, I have to say, but if you're going to be collecting the whole thing to get the Venompool Build-A-Figure, then you might as well grab this because the torso piece and the katanas, I imagine, are going to be one of the harder pieces to get. So let me know what you guys think of this review. Are you going to be picking this up? I'd love to hear your comments below on what you think of this figure, and I'll see you in the next one when we, of course, figure it out.